can you give us one fast, healthy recipe? Because I know in the past I've seen you on Instagram cooking some of your meals, and you were explaining, and they weren't that technical, but they were extremely beneficial to our nutrition. So do you have a recipe that you could share?
I have a guide, a framework that is easy to follow for most people. So, if you think about the meals that you enjoy, for most people, they're going to have a combination of flavors, right? You got salty, sweet, acidic, which, your lime juice on your tacos, or, a little bit of vinegar in the soup, whatever, that gives you that bright punch for your flavor. Spicy, if you're spicy. And then umami. So that's going to be that rich kind of just really tasty flavor that you get. So my go-to is I will keep, chicken breast or bison or, like grass-fed beef, just some good quality meat that isn't just super, super fatty or super gross in the fridge. I'm going to throw that in a pan with, a couple of handfuls of chopped up vegetables, carrots, onions, asparagus, whatever you've got in the fridge, sweet potatoes, whatever, some meat, some vegetables, saute it up in a pan, hit it with some seasoning. My go-to is I'll throw some minced garlic in there, a splash of fish sauce. Fish sauce is awesome because it gives you that salty and that umami flavor. Sometimes I'll use a little bit of honey to bring the sweet up, a little bit of soy sauce, and that's really about it. When you're cooking with simple ingredients, you don't have to do a whole lot to dress them up and to make them taste good. And, I know people hear me say, I'll add some white sugar or some honey, but you know what? It tastes really good. And I'm looking at like maybe 30 or 40 calories from it for the meal.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I ate almost exclusively like that with the incorporation of rice when I was walking around about 7 or 8% body fat. If you make half your plate vegetables, get some healthy meat on it, you're good.
I love that. That's something I'm starting to try to focus on, because in the hustle and bustle of my day, I have kind of let my nutrition drop out. And I've noticed the impact in my energy. And I do understand that it's all based on what I'm bringing into my body through my mouth. And if I'm not bringing in the correct stuff, and I'm going and hitting the chicken wings and the burgers and the fried chicken, and it's a bunch of trash I'm bringing in. It's filling me up, but
what's the quality of your fuel?
Yeah.
What's the quality of your fuel? If your car, runs best on premium, you're not going to pour kerosene in it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just look at it from, if I eat better, I'm going to be more productive. I'm going to make more money. It's pretty easy for, the personality types in this.
Yeah. All right. So starting to wind down this interview, let's talk about, do you have a book or do you have a mentor or both that have impacted your life? It doesn't have to be health. It doesn't have to be specific for business. Just what has really impacted your life out of that?
As far as books, for me personally, any number of books that I've studied on Buddhist philosophy or Stoic philosophy, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius is awesome. Yeah. But, really beyond that, the book that kind of changed everything for me was when I was like 12 or 13 years old was Jurassic Park. I fell in love. Yeah. Oh, heck yeah, man. Michael Crichton, amazing, right? Yeah. I fell in love with reading at that point. And then that's the one that really, I think, opened my eyes to such a larger world.
I love that.
As far as mentors, I had a boss way back in the day named Kyle Morgado at Circuit City. And to this day, he's one of my best friends. We visit the family at least once a year out in California. He really taught me a lot, just being the best version of myself that I could be. And frankly, honestly, I've learned a ton from you and our relationship through the years that has, sometimes I catch myself thinking, what would Chris do? What behavior would Chris display in this moment? Because, I think just like anybody else, there's a lot that you don't know, but man, you've really approached life with a curiosity toward, becoming the most fully realized version of yourself that you could be. And I know for me, that's something that from time to time I've found inspiration in.
So here's a question that I wanted to ask, and I've kind of skipped over, but you just opened the door for it. So what's the importance of a coach, a mentor in life? And, you have a coaching program. So I want to hear your credentials after you answer this question.
Man, the short of it is, are you an expert in what it is that you're trying to accomplish? If you are, you've likely got people in your orbit that you're bouncing ideas off of and you're learning from every single day. Just like this group, there's a number of people in this group that enhance you because they're in your orbit. And that's coaching. That's lateral coaching, right? The value in a coach is shaving years and years and years off your development.
Power, man.
Yeah. I mean, when you've got somebody that has, I'm going to use some language here, but wisdom is the accumulation of fuck ups.
Yeah. True story.
It is. It 100% is. So, if you've got a mentor or somebody that has run over that ground and made those mistakes can cost you in business hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, depending on where you are. But just in your development, we're going to die. I've got memento mori, remember death, tattooed across the top of my chest. There is a sense of urgency about life. Don't put it off till tomorrow, which you can accomplish today, right? Because you're going to have it accomplished and you can move on to the next great task that you want to accomplish before you're gone. Having a coach is going to help you be so much more productive and accomplish your goals in such a better fashion. You can't understate the value of a coach. And I don't care if it's me or you or anybody else, find somebody that's going to help you in your journey, shave years off your process and put you in a place in life to where you can enjoy and thrive and do what you want to do before you're gone. Because we're just here for a moment. In the grand scheme of space and time, it ain't nothing. It's not a damn thing. So what are you going to do with it? How many people can you help? If you get good coaching and you grow, how much quicker is that putting you at the mentor role? Is it 5 years? Is it 10 years? Are you 22 years old and eager to attack business? You know what? Get a coach, work with them for 3 or 4 years. You're going to be a decade ahead of the game. What does that mean when you're 50? What does that mean when you're 60? I know I'm beating a dead horse, but it's big, man.
Man, so here's what I love about it. This day and age with technology, you don't even have to physically be in the same room with a mentor, AKA coach. You can grabbed my first coach and mentor off of YouTube. He doesn't know who I am, what my name is, what I do, where I live, but I know exactly what he does. And what he posted on social media through YouTube changed my life. It changed my life at age 30. And that's why at age 37, I am so much further down the road than what I would have been and where I was compared to all of my 20s. So you don't have, and it was free. I didn't have to pay for it. So there's no excuse not to have some type of mentorship in your life because it's all available for free. And then when you start paying for it, then you really start becoming accountable for your actions. And then when you get in a group of paid individuals, the performance level increases at such a higher dynamic because now everybody's putting their money behind their goals. And,
and I'd like to add something to that too.
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people think, I'm a lone wolf. I'm in this for me. This is for me, for me, for me. That's nonsense. That is nonsense. If you're a business owner and unless you're the only one doing the work and you're the bottleneck, that's absolute trash. That is absolute nonsense. The best coaches, and if you work with people, be it clientele or you've got employees working underneath you, you dang well better be working every single day to be the best coach you can be. And the best coaches have the best coaches. If you're not actively being coached and growing, you're not going to be growing at the rate that you could be. And it's suboptimal.
100% agree,
how much of your business do you want to do in a suboptimal way? If you're cool with being suboptimal, like good on you, but you're wasting your life.
Yeah. So I heard somebody, I don't remember who it was one of these, highly known mentors, but he said, I think it was Ed Mylett. He said, when I get to the end of my journey and I stand before my creator, I want to see my duplicate in front of me. I want to see my potential. If I look like a weak vessel compared to what I was supposed to look like, I believe that is hell right there because the regret will be so great. And that changed my life because I was like, that's so many of us sit here and waste our potential because we get to a level and we plateau and we get comfortable, even though there's so much more to achieve. And we stop at just us because when we sit in abundance, then at that point, we've got abundance. If you think about a cup of water and you're pouring water into it and it starts overflowing, where is that water going? It's touching everything that's surrounding you. And that's why it's so important that we live in a place of abundance. Dude, man, I love you like a brother. You have changed my life physically and the mental capacity of our conversations and watching you go tell your story from the place of depression and just you just didn't enjoy life and what physical activity and nutrition and community has done for you is very inspiring. So I want others to be able to get in touch with you. Tell me where they can find you.
Well, first off, before I tell you that, I want to say that all of this has to do with emotional and cognitive health, period. My place has always been an emotional and cognitive health facility disguised as a physical health facility. We do what we can to tie back to what you were talking about a second ago with your cup running over. If this world is only about you, you live such a less fulfilling life. If you make it about doing what you can for the benefit of others, and it's okay to turn a profit in the process, make your life about doing what you can for the benefit of others, all of a sudden you are surrounded by people that are thriving and growing, and your little dramas and little daily misery are very small and inconsequential. That would be, if I could give advice to anybody, it would be make what you do about others and you will find yourself happy every single day. As far as me right now, my website is under construction. I took down my old one and we're changing the brand. The big way to contact me right now is going to be Hall Barbell on Instagram, or scott@hallbarbell.com. Or if you want to call me, this will be on YouTube. I'm probably not going to put that phone number up. Yeah, but just scott@hallbarbell.com or Hall Barbell on Instagram are great ways to reach me. As far as services that I'll offer, everything from basic nutritional counseling to fitness counseling to the whole taco. I can do everything with you and help you out. My services are very thorough, and, I'm here to help folks. So just reach out to me and I'm just here for you guys. I want to help if I can. If you have questions about this stuff, I'm not going to charge you for every conversation because I'm not that dude. But if you have curiosities and you just want to explore it a little bit, shoot me an email or shoot me a message on Instagram and we'll schedule a call like this where we talk face to face and just explore, what maybe the possibilities are that we could uncover for you.